Hi, I'm John with cardrates.com. And today I'm going to be talking about the Capital One Quicksilver Student Cash Rewards credit card. Now, this is an unsecured credit card that has a lot of the same features that many of Capital One's other Quicksilver cards have, namely 1.5% cash back on all purchases. Whether you're in college or you're the parent of a high schooler that's about to graduate, I'll give you a primer on everything you need to know about the Quicksilver Student Cash Rewards credit card. And if you stick around to the end, I'll actually let you know if I would recommend this card to my own kids when they get ready for college. Ooh, hopefully that's a long time away. I'll give you the highlights here, but we have a full in-depth review of the card on our website. So be sure to check that out because it's got a lot of other information. It includes details on the application process, the mobile app, and even what credit limit you might qualify for. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'll put the link to that review in the description below. Now for a quick story. When I was 18, I applied for my first credit card outside a restaurant in Daytona Beach, Florida on spring break. I did it to get a free shirt because the restaurant we were going into had a no shirt, no shoes, no service policy. And honestly, I didn't even think about whether I would qualify for the card, whether I would get it, or how I would use it responsibly. In hindsight, it wasn't the best use of my Social Security number. But things are a lot different now. Banks can't hand out free merch just to get you to sign up for a credit card, and modern student cards are designed to be a starting point for building a healthy credit profile. And the Quicksilver Student Cash Rewards credit card can be a really good place to start. The card's biggest benefit is that it offers 1.5% cash back on all purchases all the time with no limits. There's also no annual fee, so you don't have to worry about earning a certain amount of rewards to offset that cost. And if you're planning to study abroad, the card also doesn't have any foreign transaction fees, so that can give you some peace of mind as well. Those three features also make the card easy to keep long-term, even after graduation, which I'll get to later. Another good thing about this card is the support that comes with it. Through the Capital One app, you can track your spending, redeem your rewards, or even check your credit score with CreditWise. For a lot of students, this will be the first time they actually see how their purchases and payments impact their credit score over time. And that can be really eye-opening for someone who doesn't have experience with it. CreditWise also gives you some safeguards. It can alert you if there's any fraudulent activity on your credit report, and it scans the dark web for your information. So it can tell you if your email is compromised or your social security number. That gives you a chance to respond quickly if something does happen. Now, the cashback program also gives you some opportunities to earn more than the 1.5% flat rate cashback. For example, you can earn 5% cashback on hotels and rental cars through Capital One Travel. And for students who do like to travel a lot, that could be a nice cashback boost. And when it comes to redeeming rewards, Capital One also offers a lot of different options. Now, you can take the easy route and go with statement credit, but it allows you to put your cashback toward PayPal purchases, Amazon purchases, or you can redeem it through Capital One Travel or Capital One Entertainment. Personally, I like the ease of statement credit because you just apply it to your balance and move forward, but you could probably get a lot more creative, especially if you're in college. As far as eligibility, you do have to be a college, university, or trade school student to qualify. And depending on your credit history, you might also start with a lower credit limit. But for a student-focused card, those trade-offs are pretty standard. Now, you don't have to close this card after graduation. You can keep it, or you can upgrade to a different card from Capital One and keep all that credit history intact. That continuity can help keep your credit score going in the right direction. So, what's my recommendation? If you're a student looking for your very first credit card, or you're a parent looking to start your child on the right financial path, Capital One Quicksilver Student Cash Rewards cards is one of the best options out there. I would recommend this card for most students, especially those who want something that's not flashy and a card that will grow with them. That's why, if it's still around, which I have no reason to believe it won't be, I would recommend it to my kids when they get ready for college. It's not flashy, but it doesn't need to be. It does exactly what a student credit card should do. It helps you learn to manage credit responsibly while giving you some extra value along the way. And again, if you want to dive into all the details, visit cardrates.com for the full review, and you can read it from anywhere, including the beach. No shirt or shoes required.